Hey everyone! I hope everyone's having a good Thursday evening. Today I am playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Now, this is the remake that got really the trilogy. As you can see, it's the trilogy on the Switch. So let's do the new game. Right now I'm just going to play the first one. Okay. The first in the trilogy. So I don't know if I'm gonna. Let's see how well people might. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've given someone to plan on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Dependent Lobby number 2. Boy, I'm nervous. Right. Yeah, Chief. Oh, wow, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. I'll say it says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Now, I gotta admit, I don't like the the graphics here. I actually kind of prefer it on the DS. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kind of I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became his attorney. Well, that's news to me. Uh, I know, I wanted to help him out any way I can. And I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything is over. Is that your client screaming over there? Ah, yes. Oh, Larry. Larry Butts. Yeah, that's him. Death, despair. Oh. I want to. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Oh, give me the dozens. I'm not afraid to die. What's wrong with Larry? Oh, it's over. I'm finished. Finished! I got I can't live in the world without her. I can't. Who who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. Person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say that it's you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying: when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took on the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I am a little nervous. Your conduct during the trial, your conduct during this trial will decide your fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. Your client's sake, I hope you control your nerves. Thanks. Thank you, Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test of concerned of your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp, hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test would consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and consistently. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, it's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the name? What's the victim's name? I know this one. Glad I read the case cover to cover so many times. Wait. No way, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix! Are you actually sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim's name? Let's see. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Cindy Stone. Okay. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because... Okay, let me double check. Okay, yeah. Blunt trauma. Hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, yeah, Mr. Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Which, will you explain to the court just what that object was? Yes. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker. It was laying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepted it into evidence. Okay. Okay, statue added to court records. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only mutation, yeah, mutation you have in court. So press the R button to check the court records frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. Prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Buttons, to the stand. Chief, what do we do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's try. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Oh no. Larry gets excited easily, so this could be bad. Hey, Tiger. Okay. Mr. Butts, is it true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey! Watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me, however. Or, but, that's it to you. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe in generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she was probably, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. He was... all of it. Lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Okay. Okay. Passport. Okay. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. Apparently, she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, other men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see the kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now, right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, we don't want him to answer that one. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. What should I do? Yeah, stop from answering! My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. The question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean it's irrelevant? That's cheating, Cheeto. I'm gonna die. I just want to drop dead. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna get the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went into the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? No. Well, did you or did you not? Yeah. Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Oh no, he went. What do I do now? Okay. I'll send him a signal. Okay, lie like a dog. We'll see. It's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I have a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank saw it to the stand. Now, anyone who has not played Phoenix Wright game, a lot of these characters have the most hilarious pun names. Mr. Sod, you saw newspapers descriptions. Is that correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sod, may you proceed her testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Okay, witness account. I was going door to door selling newspapers when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he may be in a hurry because he had left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. That's when I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I crawled in fright to find and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Yeah, aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Saw used was one of those. Your Honor, I have the record of the blackout for your uh, pursuit. Okay. Electric. Okay, electricity in Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. the day of the crime. Oh, well, she died. Okay, time of death. Okay, it was on July 31st, between 4 and 5 p.m. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, Phoenix, this is it. The real deal. Hmm. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why do you why you're exposed to lies in the testimony the witness just gave? Lies? What? He was lying? Your client was is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in a testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You know the key. It's in that evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradiction between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you find out the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with R button, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay, yeah, it's the time of death. I mean, okay. This is IK description. Or which one is? The chain. They're number dead. Oh. It's like it was one. Okay. You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Hey, Tiger. Really? Your little toastie's getting cold. Is that it? Okay. Yes, it was 1 p.m. for sure. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death for some time after 4 p.m. There was no body. There was no body to be found at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Hmm? Oh, that. I totally forgot. This should sound like Toad. Oh, that's so. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find it's hard to believe. Mr. Sot? Why, what were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Geez, that's really a good question. Good job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you need to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always, beckon more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Uh, would you care to give your testimony again? Okay, time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the TV. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright? Make crosses. Right. Dude, the power outage. Okay. I get this. Time of discovery. Sounds fine. Is it? I think it's this one. It's like. Yeah. Okay. Correct. Okay. Good. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. Hmm? You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Ah, well, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? I found it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah, hey, wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. This, constant corrections are harming your credibility. That's, oh, well, you see, rather disheartened. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Okay, actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to the murderer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that it was planet. The defendants may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Okay. Thing is, at this point, wait just a minute. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You and your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just, just answer the question, Mr. Solid. Hey, I saw it there. Okay, that's a clock. Yar, may I, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. There is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way for him to know that know the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the... You're lying. You were indeed in the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went went in there. Okay. Well, I'll do better than that. I can prove that you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That is the sound you heard. Order in the court. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Stott, the sound that must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you're so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? That is all baseless conjured. Baseless. Just look at the witness's face. Yeah. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That's that day. I never look by the clock. I heard no. Ah! Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her. He should burn. Burn! Give him death! Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor. Okay, you claim the sound the witnesses heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Okay, the whole case is right on this. I better think of it through carefully. Your Honor? The sound of Mr. Wright, Mr. Sott heard was definitely this clock. The fact it was... I try some... Okay, let's the sound. Let's sound the clock now. Here in the court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, I have heard. So we have heard the clock. What is your conclusion, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time is it now? It's 11:25. Ick! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to tell your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. What is he talking about now? Well, it may look, it may seem like this clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you can't have the case. He's right! How can I going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. It seems I cannot let you the witness. Unfortunately, this is the end of the curse. I came out this way here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all scum. Okay. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Mia! Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I cannot prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. No one can prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask you, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right. Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours? Yes, she was out the country. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You have the evidence somewhere that can prove it. Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence to support that claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see pull this one off. Okay, let's see. This evidence that proves why the clock is slow. Yeah, she was out of the country. Take that, yeah. The evidence that the victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it is 1 o'clock a.m. and the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It. Or should I say, Mr. Did It. Do we need to call a doctor? Order, I say. Well, this case was certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and was taken away, Your Honor. Well, then, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and found the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yay! Confetti time! And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people are out of the house. That day, when Larry went to our apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Whew. I can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, boss. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I never seen the chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must have felt. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Sandy Wendy is gone. Gone forever. Larry, she was... Oh, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I was practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's, let's celebrate dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I can't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh yeah. Here, you can take this. It's a present. A present for me? Wait, this evidence? Wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Oh, really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick! Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was playing me for a fool. Don't don't that make you want to just cry? Larry, are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot about you in her own way. Nah, you don't, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Alright. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? It's the thinker. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? It's the clock that you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to travel with. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. Hope this made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. You never know. You never know if our client are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, what about dinner? How about dinner? On me. We'll have a toast to, we'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about that at some time. Maybe over drinks. Unfortunately, he never got to do that. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Meg, that's good to have friends." Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me, yeah. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be the one promise that I couldn't be able to keep. And do 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 do. Okay, let's see. Should I do the next trial or not? Oh, only been about 50 minutes, so probably just I don't really try to stream longer, but since I want to try to do like each stream with the Phoenix Wright games, like each one, so each stream would be only a case long. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a short stream today. Somewhat short. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe. See you guys next time.